So the international break, the boring international break is finally over, and we're going to the North London derby in our next game. And I'm not going into this with a lot of confidence, I've got to say. I mean, I know we're great at home when we play Tottenham, and we've got a good record, and we should be winning this game on paper. Our squad, one of the best squads in the league. If you look at the squads like Liverpool and Man City, they've got great squads as well. But, Man City have started to come back a little bit, and Liverpool have as well, I suppose. But they've not had the greatest start. We've had the best start, and I know our squad is very, very strong. But this news that Gabriel Magalhaes has been injured on international duty for Brazil has given me a little bit of a kick in the, nuts. I mean, I know Mascara is probably capable enough to take over from him, or Insepe. Both players are probably capable enough to take over from Gabriel, and it's looking like it could be 6 weeks out, which to me, we will miss him. We will miss him for these 6 weeks. He's a catalyst for me in the team. He's a leader in that defence, and he's our best centre-back. I know everyone, not everyone, but there's an argument about whether it's Saliba or Gabriel. For me, it was Saliba, and now it is definitely Gabriel. He's just, I don't know what it is about him, but he's just got this natural aura around him, like the greats, like the Rio Ferdinands and the John Terry's, and, Mr. Arsenal, Tony Adams, the great solid leaders in defence, and can bring the ball out, and, he scores goals from set pieces, obviously, with his head mainly. But he is a presence, and he's like a force field around our box, if you like, for me. And we're going to miss him terribly. And it's going into this game, this derby, this North London derby against the old enemy. And without Declan Rice as well is a leader. But without for me, it's hard to pick one out of the two who will be the greatest leader in that team. And, having both of them, if we had Gabriel, I'd be going to this game, put it that way, with a lot more confidence on what I've got at the minute. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that not going into this game without Gabriel Magalhaes is going to be worrying for you? Because for me, it is, and we should be going into this game with a lot of confidence. We're unbeaten in about 11 games, I believe it is, in all competitions. But the last result away to Sunderland, it was a 2-2 draw. I didn't even do a reaction about it. I weren't going to moan too much about it. They're in great form, and they're an hard team to beat as well. I know they've just come up from the Championship, but they're a solid team, and they're on a good run in good form. And, I didn't want to moan too much about it. I was very disappointed, obviously, like the rest of us. But, I didn't want to really get on their backs, the players, too much about it. But thinking back to it, and the run we was on, and, the clean sheets that we had beforehand, is it the start of the decline? I'm thinking, if Sunderland can get a draw out of it, what can a team like Tottenham do, who are unpredictable at the moment? They've got a very good defender themselves in Van der Ven. And, we haven't got Gyökeres, we haven't got the striker, so we're probably going to be going with Moreno up front. But Gyökeres is still out. I'm not sure when he'll actually be back. I mean, I haven't seen anything about him coming back yet. All I keep seeing is, we probably won't make it back for the Tottenham game, which is a little bit disappointing, because although he hasn't scored a lot of goals, he's been involved, and his hold-up play and his all-round game, for me, has been really, really good. And, he is a miss as well. Although he's a new player in our team, he is a miss. And, I'm a little bit worried about this derby. I'm worried about this game on Sunday. I mean, I'm not... Yeah, no, I ain't looking forward to it. To be honest, I'm not going into it buzzing for the North London derby. Right, it's Thursday night at the minute. Come Sunday, I might be a bit more optimistic. I might, they're all just coming back. They're in training. Let's see what happens in the press conference. Let's see what this manager, the clan, has got to say. And he's done a good job so far this season, but I still can't get on board with him at the moment. I mean, until he starts winning trophies, for me, he's still going to be a clown. And at these press conferences, he talks in riddles, and I find it very, very difficult to sort of get on board with him. The proof's in the pudding, and there's a divide in the fan base, as we all know. I don't want to keep going over old ground. There is a divide in the fan base. Arteta in, Arteta out. I'm obviously everyone out there that watches this channel knows I'm an Arteta out, but he has started to get some momentum going this season. I think if we lose this game to Tottenham, it's going to be the start of probably the decline. So it's a pessimistic. It's only because of post-traumatic something syndrome through what we've seen in the past, and I'm just expecting it to happen. I'm expecting us to hit the wall and fall down. I'm just waiting for the inevitable to occur, and I know it shouldn't think like that. I should be more upbeat and optimistic and praising everyone and the manager and all this stuff. I can't bring myself to do it yet. I don't feel the excitement. I don't feel the I don't feel the confidence. There's a lot of fans, the top gooners, and there's a lot of very optimistic and very passionate fans that are saying, we're fucking brilliant. We can do Tottenham. We're going to beat them. We're going to win the league. We've got a chance in the Champions League. We're buzzing for it. I'm just so used to disappointment that I can't get on board yet. I can't seem to bring myself round to it. I'm just expecting it to all go wrong. And, we have got a lot of injuries as well. And we've got the squad, though. I've been buzzing about the squad depth and that. I've been speaking about it. This is going to be the big test about the squad depth. This is going to, because we have got a lot of injuries, this is going to be the test to see if our bench is strong enough, if our squad is deep enough and can overcome the adversities. So this is going to be the test. Anyway, how would we do this? What would you do if you had the reins? And so you've got to take into account the injuries. We've got to take into account him. Odegaard could be available, I'm hearing, but I'm not putting him in. I'm putting him nowhere near my team at the moment. Nowhere near it. He had a great game. He had one great game that I was buzzing about. I can't even remember who he was playing against now. I think it was the Champions League game. I can't remember what game it was. But he had a really good game and then got his injury and he's been out since. It was a few weeks ago now. But Odegaard, for me, even if he is fit, even if he is available, he don't make the team. But let's start from the back. Obviously, the goalkeeper is going to be David Raya. In right back is Yuri and Timber. Then next to him in centre half would be William Saliba, obviously. So now we've got to talk about who's going to replace Gabriel. He's not going to be available. We know this. So I'm going with... I would actually go with Calafiori at centre back. Leave Maresca and Insapi on the bench with Miles Lewis-Skelly slotting in there at left back. In the midfield, let's talk about the midfield. It's going to be Zubimendi in the 6. It's going to be Declan Rice in the 8. And I think it's going to be, I'm going to go with Wanyeri in the 10 spot. Playing in the number 10, I'm going to have Ethan Wanyeri. Over on the right-hand side wing, obviously, we're going to have Bukayo Saka over on the left-hand side. Now, there's an argument for Trossard or Martinelli. I think Trossard has got a little bit more form. So I think I will go with Trossard over there on the left-hand side. And up front is going to be the difficult one for me. Because obviously, Gyökeres is still injured. He's still out. So disappointing. What do you do? What do you do? It's going to have to be Mikel Moreno up front. It's going to have to be. There's no one else there. I could think of Martinelli could play up there. But logically, I think he's not too bad there. He's got a bit of experience there. He played a lot of the second half of last season in that false nine position. And he don't do too bad, to be fair. I think with the options that we've got, I think he'd be the better choice, just maybe. So for me, yeah, I'll go with Mikel Moreno up front. See how it goes. There's players we can come off the bench. You know, we can move it around a little bit during the game. See how it goes like that. But I think for me, that's probably our strongest team we could actually play. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Stick a like on the video. I know I ain't done a lot of content over the last few weeks. You know, last 2 weeks or so, I can't while international breaks on. You know, I can't be bothered doing any content, and you know, there's not been much that I could speak about. I just like to do these previews and match reactions really now. I know I said about the Red Report coming back on Sundays, but I mean, I just ain't had the time to do it. Been so bloody busy, Christmas coming up, doing all bits and bobs, you know, so sorry about that. If you enjoy watching them live streams, I'm sorry about I haven't been able to do them, but as soon as we get the time, we'll be back on it. Anyway, I'll see you soon, and come on, you gooners, let's come back from this freaking international break. Luckily enough now, I think that's it till about March for the international break, so we can just march on and just see what happens. Let's see if we can actually keep going strong and get close to winning a first title in over 20 years. Anyway, see you soon.